How come it never happened before, Mheshimiwa? I mean, how come they were waiting for you to wave this magic wand?
Because, Jeff, it's about leadership. It is not about the people. The people have wanted these things, and the people are constant. The government is a constant. The government has existed, as I've said, since before you and I were born. Yeah. Jeff, it is about leadership. And I'm not claiming to be the only capable. I'm saying all the ones who've been there in the past, and certainly the last few years, have not had this capacity. And I'm sorry, it's about the individual. The politics of Juja has been characterized by how much do you have. Jeff, it's your money. We are not interested. It is your leadership that will make a difference to us. Your money is very useful when you go to your local church and contribute. Your money is very useful when you go to a local funeral and, to a place where people are mourning and they probably are short of money for burial. Your money is useful when we have medical bills to pay for. But that aside, the development of any constituency in Kenya, not just Juja, will never be dependent on the wealth of the individual MP. That will never help.
Yeah. You mentioned a hospital that you folks in collaboration built for about 7 million.
Yes.
What about Thika General? What about, there were what? How many hospitals when you came in?
Let me make this very clear. There is nothing bigger than collaborating with other people, Jeff. You cannot do anything alone. And a leader knows that. Kenya as a country goes around to China and other places to look for collaboration. When I was first elected, there were 4 operational hospitals. There was Ruiru Dispensary, or Health Center, sorry. There was Thika District Hospital. There was Monyo. And there was a dispensary in Goliba. 4. Now, I think 5, Juja Farm. Now, today, God willing, by the end of this year, and in fact, the stint between April and now when I've not been in office, had I been, I would be talking about operating now. But not to worry, I've not been because we need staffing and that requires an MP to go and lobby. You need, medicines. Now, by the end of this year, we will have in Juja 15 operational hospitals. 15. Collaboration in some of them. I talked about the EU and CDF at Kendutu. I can talk from Githurai, one that is complete and waiting for equipment at a place called Manguo. I can talk about Gatongora in a place called Motonya, which is phase 1 is about complete and there is already money projected for phase 2. I can talk about Getodhu Ward in Ruiru Full with a maternity hospital. I can talk about upgrading what I told you existed as Ruiru Health Center, which is now about to be upgraded to sub-district. We are now constructing a mortuary and a theater. I can talk about the largest ward we have is called Murera. We have a hospital where we are going to connect power in the next few weeks to create a lab and all, so they don't have to go to town. We have a hospital in a place called Hamondia Full with a maternity. That was quite exciting. I opened that in February, and the first child born, there was this big baby boy who they named George Thuo, and was brought to my office. I bought some napkins. But we have in the same ward across the highway at a place called Mogoda, one that is now complete, just waiting for equipment and staffing. You go to Juja. Juja is home, Juja town, a place called Gashoro, is home to one of the biggest public universities, JQAT. It has no public hospital, none whatsoever, Jeff. Now as we speak at that Gashororo, with probably 6 weeks to go, we'll open a 35 million shilling facility full with wards, etc. We have money set aside for an outpatient department to start immediately after. Jeff, we have made progress. Serious progress.
So how come people aren't seeing this? How come people, it's like Asante Apunda Nimateke? What is this?
Which people? They have seen it. Don't worry. Don't listen to the politics of Juja will not be played in media centers in Nairobi or in the streets of Nairobi. It's being played in Juja. They know it. They are aware. Jeff, trust me on this. I have been on the ground. I have been campaigning. They are aware. They are very aware.
Okay, this is when you give your folks a little incentive, the last minute approach. If there's one thing you want to tell your people of Juja, you've been there a year and a half. This is what you've achieved in a year and a half. What is it you want to tell them?
I want to say to Juja, and I want to look people straight in the eye and tell them, I have outdone and outperformed the 2 previous MPs combined in a space of less than 2 years. You know I am capable. You know it is true. You're on the ground. You know that given more time, I will transform Juja completely. All I urge you, and I ask you, is give me the opportunity. I want to serve you. My fire still burns. I am as passionate as ever, and I have no doubt that together we shall overcome all the adversity that is in Juja. Thank you very much.
Good grief.
Thank you.
Did you rehearse that?
I didn't. You caught me off the cuff.
Well done. Well done, Mheshimiwa.
Thank you, Jeff.
And good luck with this. Huh?
Thank you.
1 week to go. As I said, 1 week to go. September 20th, you decide. 187,000 votes up for grabs. Mheshimiwa has been in office literally half that time. I tell you, look at the things he's done. Look around you. You make the call. Don't let us decide for you. Because at the end of the day, you get what you deserve. It's only Monday. I tell you, this week is going to be hot. It's all about Juja as we go towards September 20th. You're going to find guests like Moshimua anywhere else, but right here on the bench, on the award-winning station, K24. Where as always, we are, even in times of Juja, we are all Kenyan.
All the time.
Not the other one, eh? This particular session of Capital Talk was filmed at Fairmont, the Norfolk.